Hey guys, Jason Smith here with Hobo Forward Survival, and today on Smart Tips and Tricks, we're going to be talking about signal. All right, now with signal, the key word to signal is redundancy. All right, we want to have redundant signals that work both either in day or night, or specifically in day or specifically in night, and we want to build that redundancy into our kit. All right, first thing I have in our kit is our signal mirror. Our signal mirror is very specific to needing the sun to signal, okay? So this is only gonna work during the day. The instructions are on the back of your signal mirror. You need to train with this piece of equipment, get outside, get out there with people in your party, make sure everybody understands how to use this effectively, and flash whoever you're trying to get their attention. Another day signal would be your VS17 panel, or your visual signaling panel, all right? Has two sides, orange and chartreuse, all right? Depending on the environment you're in, maybe you use this side, maybe you use this side, maybe you alternate, maybe I cut this down. I could cut this in 3 pieces, remembering the rule of 3s when it comes to survival. I want to use three pieces of this and the geometric shape of a triangle, all right, that doesn't exist in nature, so that's indicative of needing rescue or trying to gain somebody's attention. Anytime you're using a visual signal, a passive signal that you're leaving out, you want to try to capitalize on contrast and movement, and that's going to catch people's eyes and get people's attention, which is going to bring people to you faster, so you can affect your survival or improve upon your situation. Next would be our whistle. A whistle is a day and a night signal, right? So the sun being out doesn't affect the effectiveness of a whistle, and depending on where you are geographically in the world, the whistle can actually carry further at night, as we lose a lot of the ambient sound that exists during the vibration of the day, cars, traffic, things of that sort. So whistle, definitely a great piece of kit to have in your signal kit. Next is your Chem Light. So just a chem stick with pre-tied. I carry 2 of these in my signal kit. I got a piece of 550 cord pre-tied to this. I break this out. The Chem Light by itself, once cracked, is only going to emit a small amount of light. But with the 550 cord attached to this, if I take this and I use it in the buzzsaw configuration by cracking this and then swinging it in a circle, I then increase the surface area in which this light shines and make a bigger target of myself to catch people's attention, to bring them in to help me in my situation. So there's a good nighttime visual signal. Next will be your space blanket. Dual purpose. I like to carry things that serve 2 purposes. They serve a purpose they were designed for, and then specifically they can serve another one as well. So that level of efficiency makes me carry less, but have more gear to do more with. So space blanket, we talked about this in the med class, and the ability to keep people warm in hypothermia. This is also a great signaling device. Once I unwrap this, it's got good reflective nature. I can cut this into 3 pieces. I can use contrast and movement and the reflection of the sun to gain people's attention. So space blanket, fantastic multi-use piece of equipment. As I move over here, I carry an additional compass in my kit, because 1 is none and 2 is 1. So I carry an additional compass in case I need that. I carry an additional headlamp with fresh batteries, and I take the batteries and I turn the batteries, I put them in backwards so the light doesn't accidentally come on and burn my batteries up while it's in my kit. I carry a Garmin GPS, all right, that I can track my movement, put in waypoints, and assist in my navigation. In addition, a Garmin InReach would be a great piece of kit to add to your situation in a backcountry scenario, which affords you the opportunity to turn that on and send text messages via Iridium or satellite to aid in your ability to pass along information on where you are to affect your rescue. Additionally, and probably first and foremost, everybody's carrying their phone in their kit. On that phone, we have compass, we have GPS, we have all those things that we can have on here. Most hunters have OnX on their phone, where they can download maps to the area they're going to be moving through, where they don't need coverage. They can still look at the topo maps for the area they're in, but eventually that battery will run out. which is why I carry some type of external battery source that recharges via the sun. So I can take this in with a full charge, have an extra battery backup for my phone, and then I can lay this out in the sun when either I'm glassing or I'm in camp, and I can charge this back up or directly hook it to my phone and charge my phone right there off the sun while I'm static. So this is the signal kit. This is some of the items I recommend. Remember redundancy in your own signal kit. Understand the geographic area in which you're going to be operating in, and what if you're in a dense forest, or if you're in the out west in, say, Wyoming, like we are here today. Some signals work better than others depending on what environment you find yourself in, whether you have the lack of flora you do out here where you can see for great distances. It may be easier to gain people's attention than it would be in, say, the dense woodland, the eastern woodlands of the United States, where things are much thicker. So think about where you're operating in, think redundancy, think daytime and nighttime signaling, because getting people's attention in a situation where you need to get out or get somebody evac, signaling is what's going to save your life. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this helps. If you did, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.